Hey there, it's Wendy with loveandstampin.com. Really excited that you're here with me today. We have a fun color splash video. We are using Gorgeous Grape, Pumpkin Pie, Granny Apple Green, and Basic Black. But I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink for my ink and then Basic Black cardstock. So that's our color combo. I really wanted to use this Ghoulish Goodies stamp set. I'm actually making 2 of these little boxes that I'm going to show you today for my sweet nieces in Montana. I always like to send them treats for the holidays. Even though Halloween's really not a holiday, I like to send them stuff, and so I'm making these boxes to package up and send to them. And I'm gonna pray that the candy inside does not melt. Pro tip, if you're shipping stuff and it's hot where you live, don't use chocolate. So do as I say and not as I do. All right, we're gonna get started. And we've got a couple of pieces of cardstock here. We've got the Magic in the Night Designer Series paper and Basic Black cardstock. All the supplies I'm using today are listed below the video if you want to purchase them in my online store. And don't forget that if you are making an order and it's around $100, you're probably better off purchasing the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit for 99 bucks. You get to choose $125 in product. And then on top of that, you get 2 free stamp sets and 16 card kits. And that's only good till September 30th. So there's a link below the video to purchase the starter kit as well. It is a better deal for your money. We'll talk a little about what that means and what my team does and some stuff we've got going on here soon. But anyway, this piece of cardstock is cut at 7 by 7, and we are going to score it at 2 inches on each side. So I'm using my paper trimmer, and this is the scoring blade, and then this is the cutting blade. So I really love this trimmer because you have both really handy for you. So I'm just turning it and scoring it at 2 inches on each side. And then we're gonna do the lid. So this piece is cut at 6 by 6, which is perfect because if you get my paper parties, you already have 6 by 6 paper laying around. Next paper party, by the way, will be coming up in the winter. It'll probably be February-ish when it actually happens. Okay, so we've got 6 by 6 here, and we are gonna score at 7 1/8, or it's not 7 1/8, good grief. 7/8 of an inch, and then you're gonna scoot it over and you're gonna score it at 1 7/16, which is basically the little mark right before 1 1/2. So 7/8 of an inch. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. This is 7/16 of an inch. I was giving you the wrong measurement. 7/16 and 1 7/16. No. Yes. No. Yes. It's something like that. Okay. 7/16. There we go. Moving it over. And your first score line that you're making. Sorry. Okay, I just realized why I'm confused. I swear to you, I can read measurements. This is 15 16ths. This is 1 7/16. So the instructions will be clear below the video. There's also a link to a free printable PDF for this project. So don't you fret. I will have it all correct for you there. Okay. And then this, and it's on the screen as well, of course. I always put it on the screen. Okay, so the thing about this is this first score line here is just for decoration. The second one is the one we're gonna fold on. So you're gonna fold on all 4 sides on that second score line, the one that's inside the closest. And then you're gonna just pick 2 tabs to cut on, but you have to do them the same on each side. So we're gonna cut this tab, and I like to cut a little off at an angle so that everything folds together nicer. And we do it on the other side. Okay, now the rest of this is just going to be me assembling and decorating. So I'm going to hop back and forth between the project and story time. I honestly don't have anything major to share. So let's talk. Okay, first we're going back to school. Kiddo is going back to school 1 day a week. So I have mixed emotions about this because, well, for multiple reasons. Reason number one is that I really don't want a situation where she goes to school, somebody gets COVID, and then in a week or 2 weeks or a month, we are back to distance learning. I'm concerned about her emotional well-being doing that because she's been so excited to go to school that, yeah, this is going to be interesting. So 1 day a week, the class size will be very small. So it's like 6 to 7 kids in her class, and they will be required to wear masks. And the principal has even put out a notice saying, like, not only do you have to wear masks, but you have to wear them properly. So covering your nose, yada, yada, yada. And then, so that's happening. And then they, like, the group she's in, they call them cohorts. She'll be in cohort, I think it's A. So that means she won't mix with the kids from cohort B. And I guess they're doing that in an effort to keep, like, if somebody in cohort B gets COVID, then they won't be exposed to cohort A or something. I don't know. All I know is this whole thing is crazy and it's very stressful trying to navigate it. And I am almost 40-year-old woman, so I cannot imagine how my 12-year-old feels. Bless her heart. All kids. I mean, the kids who are making it out the best during this are little ones, because they're just kind of clueless, you know? They're like, whatever you tell me to do is what I do. So I feel like they're not as affected emotionally as the older kids. Okay, so that's happening. We are doing another fish fry. We're doing a fish fry tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a little bit of video of it for you guys. My husband fishes. He fishes for catfish. Well, really, he fishes for bass too, but he tends to catch catfish most often. And he actually is entering into a fishing derby. So he'll be doing that the entire month of October. And he's so sweet. There's a woman who is part of where he goes to fish. She helps run the little bait shop and stuff. Anyway, she's just been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And so if he wins, he's going to donate money. If he wins the derby, he's going to donate money to her. We've already actually given a donation, but I think this is just something he wants to do, like, from him on his own. I don't really know her. He goes over there and fishes all the time, so he's more familiar with who she is. But she's just worked there for years, and he's just always thought she was such a sweet person. So anyway, I thought that was really sweet, and I had to give him a little shout out for doing that because that's kind. So hope you have to give us, send us good vibes that he'll win the derby. So here's your box. It's all finished. Goes together great. It's 3 by 3. So I'm going to now fill it. I went and grabbed some candy from the grocery store, which was ridiculously expensive, by the way, because we don't have like a super close nearby like Walmart. So I had to get this candy from the local grocery store, and it's so expensive. So there's that, and then I'm adding this. So they'll each have a little box full of chocolates. Okay, now we got to decorate it. I've got my glimmer ribbon here. This is beautiful. This is in the annual catalog actually, and it's so awesome for Halloween. And then I've got a piece of Whisper White crinkled seam binding ribbon, which is also in the annual catalog, but we are going to color it. So I've got scrap paper here. I'm going to start with my pumpkin pie Stampin' Blends, color the end of it, and then we're just going to keep pulling it through and coloring it. So anyway, that's what's going on with Familia. We are just plugging along and making the best out of 2020 like everybody else, and praying that we, you know, are completely fine on the other end of all this. So yeah, there's that. And then let's see what else is happening. I'm trying to think. My mom has been away visiting a friend. She's coming home Saturday as well, so that'll be good. She's actually staying with us right now. She's going to be moving into an apartment, we hope, but it's not ready yet. So she's been bunking with us, and she's been gone pretty much, well, she's been gone all of September and the end of August. So she'll be home Saturday. And then, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much like all that's going on, guys. It's not a super exciting, oh, I do have something else to tell you. My husband, okay, he loves to say that he's going to be so happy when there's no projects left to do. But here's the truth. He cannot stand not to have a project. So he has now tore apart our garden area and is redoing and putting it in a different location. And it's a mess. It's like he just can't help himself. He can't just relax and do nothing. But I guess I understand, because I'm kind of the same way. It's like I've always got to have a little project or something going on. So he's been working on that and tearing all that out. And I am thankful he had to cut down a tree to make this happen, which I know, before anybody freaks out about us cutting a tree down, I have to say it was like not in the greatest condition. And it's a mimosa tree. Do you know what that is? It's really messy. They're super, super messy. They're pretty, but they're very messy. So he got rid of that so that we can have a garden. And it really was just kind of like messing up the vibe of everything. And we have planted, since we lived here, we've planted 4 or 5 trees. So we've done our part in making sure there's plenty of trees. And they are all beautiful. Okay, so there's our ribbon. Now we're going to do our stamping. So anyway, that's that news. So he's working on the garden, and I'm happy about it because it's much bigger, and I'm hoping he's going to run water to it so it can be watered really consistently. And my hope, I'm nervous that this is too inky. I just opened this ink pad. It's brand new. Ooh, that looks great. So, now, come on, Pete. What the heck? Let's do the other side. No one will ever know. Plus, it's going to kids. No, kids don't care. Okay. And then we're going to stamp the Eek in Granny Apple Green below it. And then we're going to stamp this little pumpkin humdinger and cut them out. So next year, I'm hoping for a really amazing garden. And this year's garden was a little bit of a tragedy. It didn't go over awesome. And I have lots of plans and ideas for the future garden. So let's just hope that it comes together well. Okay. Can you guys hear Truvy snoring? She is snoring. Okay, and then I've got my little Gorgeous Grape and Granny Apple Green, and we're just gonna adhere these suckers, get them stuck down. And I have to tell you all, some of you have messaged me and asked if I made it to my goal. Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Everybody who placed orders with me, I am so grateful for you. I have achieved and made it to my goal. So we are going to celebrate in October in a big fat way with a really cool ordering special. And I am just, you know, I can't even describe to you how blessed I feel to have this job that I have, and to have all the people in my life that I do through like my team and my customers. I have such a fantastic team. They are super supportive. Of course, I'm supportive of them as well. And we just, I don't know, it's just such a good, happy place. We have like the happiest culture on our team of just being joyful and positive and uplifting with each other. People love sharing their projects and we all love seeing them. And I don't know, it's just such a good vibe that, that we've kind of created together. I need to open a new pack of dimensionals. These are the best dimensionals ever. I love them. Okay, so we're going to double up these dimensionals because I've got dimensionals under the green and under this. So I need to double it here so that it is lifted up enough. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. And now, oh, I did it the wrong way. That's okay. I'll fuss it the other way. Okay. And then we'll add a little glue here. This is going to go down here. So my very favorite thing about a fish fry, going back to the fish fry, is that the husband does the cooking. I make a side dish, but he does all the frying, and I love it. It makes me so happy. It's the only meal he cooks, but he does a great job. Okay, there we go. All set, all done. Super cute. Really fun color combination this week. Great for Halloween. If you make anything using these colors, I would love to see it. So either email it to me or post it on social media and tag me in it. Whatever you want to do to let me know that you've made the color splash for this week. Thanks for hanging out with me. Links below the video for everything. Talk to you later. Bye.